Hello, everyone, and welcome to Minnesota Varsity League's All-Star Weekend. It is night number 3. Folks, my name is Thunder McFadden, and I am joined by Quam the Bomb. Quam, first and foremost, happy birthday, young man. Everybody,
Thank
it's
you so
Quam's
much.
birthday, so get in the chat and say happy birthday to Quam right now. That is an order. I'm not asking. Get in the chat right now and say hello and say happy birthday to the best young SSBU caster on the planet. It is Quam the Bomb. Quam, happy birthday. Welcome. And we have got quite an affair brewing here tonight for All Stars, my friend.
Absolutely. First of all, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Honestly, cannot imagine a better way to spend this day than just hanging out at MNVL. I love my position here, and it's going to be a lot of fun seeing these players get to play some pretty funky game modes today and just have a good time, celebrate what a good season they've had.
Most certainly, Quam. So the players that we have tonight, folks, these are your all-stars from MNVL's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Season. We are going to see Phantom, Knight of the Dark, Dead Maniac, Echo, DM. T-Money was supposed to be here. I have heard that T-Money cannot be here, so we may have a replacement for T-Money. And then Momania and Krill.
Good lineup. Very, very good lineup. Phantom, obviously our champion of MNVL SSBU this season. Knight of the Dark finishing very highly as well. Echo finishing third place, I believe. And a lot of these players, obviously, well, all these players in the top 16. So we're going to see some high quality gameplay, even if, it's just a lot of for fun stuff.
Yes, yes. And you said it right there. A lot of stuff that we are doing for fun, right? So, folks, you're not going to see your typical game modes tonight. We're not doing what we would normally do in our tournaments or throughout the season. We are going to have, so starting off, it is going to be only mushrooms, and it is going to be 4 people on the stage at a time. So a 4-person free-for-all followed by a 4-person free-for-all, right? And then we'll take the top 2 from each of those and do a free-for-all tourney. After that, we will have our top 2 from the free-for-all tourney, and those top 2 will be captains for our crew battle to finish off the night. Did I screw anything up, Quam? And how excited are you for this action tonight?
I don't believe so, and I'm really, really excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Mushrooms, honestly, one of my favorite game modes. Whenever I'm just messing around with my friends, always fun to turn the mushrooms on. Gets a little more chaotic than usual. And I think I've heard that our players in this first match might be going all Donkey Kong, which
Oh,
my
man.
favorite character in the game for sure. I think that's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of tomfoolery for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of monkeys swinging around the screen.
Yes, spinning Kongs all over the stage. It will be ridiculous. So if we do see that, folks, it will be 4 of the monkeys jumping around on the stage. It's going to be great. DK getting after it. Now, I mean, these players obviously can play whoever they want. We are here to have fun. We're here to have a good time. And we're here to enjoy and celebrate, obviously, all of the hard work that they have put in, that their coaches and their teams have put in, and everybody, their families, all of that. I know that we have so many supportive families and friends here of our SSBU players. And so it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure to have you all here. Tell your friends about the stream tonight. We're going to be just kicking it, having a good time, and enjoying some SSBU. Quam, man, I'm very, very excited for tonight. Now, as we get into it, you talked about Winter Series, about All Stars last year, all of that. How crazy and chaotic does it get when you factor in 2 more people on the stage and it is just, again, free for all? Go for it. Everybody at everybody. What is that like compared to your typical competition?
Your typical competition, you only have one other guy on the screen to worry about, and you're probably paying a little more close attention to his moves, what kind of movements he's doing. But free-for-alls are pretty much just chaos. It's really hard to get basically a read on what anyone is doing. So your best strategy is to just go out swinging, honestly. Big, heavy character, throw out as many moves as you can, try to hit as many other people as possible, lay down the damage, and, try to stay alive, too. That's a big part of free-for-alls. It's important to be the last man standing and also just have that longevity. But honestly, going in swinging, I don't expect any of these players to hold back. Should be just a lot of chaos and a lot of fun.
Yeah, can't wait to see it. We're going to see people flying all over the place. as we get into this thing. Again, folks, thank you all for being here. What a night it is going to be. We always have a ton of fun with Super Smash and with the special game modes and all of that, and tonight is going to be no different. After what has been really an awesome Super Smash season here, Quam. A pleasure to be on the casting desk with you. Here we do. We have it. Phantom, Krilp, Dead Maniac, and DM, and all of them playing the monkey.
Monkeys on the screen, jumping on the stage. This is absolutely fantastic. Love the color selection too.
Yeah.
No one going with base DK. Just a lot of colors on the screen. Love to see it. And Dead Maniac almost losing his first stock already. These monkeys are swinging, and the chaos is just about to get bigger as Dead Maniac gets the first mushroom of the game.
That's right. Dead Maniac goes big, and for a little bit there, Krilp was just a little small little baby monkey running around on the stage. Oh, Phantom with a big grab. Another side smash right there. Phantom is doing work, my friends, as the percentages climb for all of these players. DM gonna lose a second stock. Who gets a giant punch to the face right there? It's mayhem all over the stage, Quam.
These monkeys are flying left and right. This is crazy.
Man, the grabs, the side Bs, oh man, there's the spinning Kong out of DM who's got one stock left. Everybody, Phantom in and out of shield, gonna try for a grab on DM. We got action on the other side between Dead Maniac and Krilp. These two just hacking away at each other. Oh, the shield goes. Dead Maniac is big monkey from that mushroom. Oh, what? Oh, and DM just little baby monkey right there.
Yeah, a lot of these players kind of finding their 1v1s within this free-for-all, which is interesting, and one big swing from Krilp takes 3 of them out at once. See, this is what we're talking about when we talk about this chaos. This is just absolute madness. And Dead Maniac getting another giant mushroom. I think he's had more than anyone else all game.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Dead Maniac has been the one to be just big monkey repeatedly. But back to what you were just saying about that Krilp, that spinning Kong that takes out 3 players, just mows them down over on the left side of the stage. Oh boy, Phantom with another big spinning Kong. Who is going to be the last person standing here, Quam? Anybody's guess.
Anybody's guess. It's surprisingly even. Dead Maniac still getting these mushrooms though, and you know, as we're seeing, some of these mushrooms can make you bigger and some of these mushrooms can make you smaller. This is an item from Mario, so you know, one of those power-ups can make you bigger, one of them can make you smaller. Oh, it looks like Phantom's just absolutely cleaning up right here. 2 big grabs off the side of the screen. Looks like he's gonna take that one.
Wow, great work out of Phantom, your state champ. And I mean, hey, look at this. Everybody playing DK and playing so well. I mean, it's just crazy. Just crazy. Quam, the action on the stage there. And I do wonder if our next matchup is going to be all DK as well. That would be fascinating and would be an absolute trip. Because look at this mayhem right here. Phantom just hucking DKs left and forth. One grab, one on one side, one off the other side to end it. Man.
Yeah, we weren't kidding when we were talking about how crazy this can get, and Phantom just scooping him up left and right. Gets that very, very well-timed mushroom there. Krilp had that small one, and oh man, Phantom just runs right up, grabs him, chucks him off the side of the screen. DK, of course, with one of the strongest grabs in the game, gonna be able to clean that one up, especially on a stage like that one.
Yep. Oh man, what a pleasure to watch. That was just, again, it was crazy. It was mayhem, right? And to see, you know, again, we've seen these type of battles in either Winter Series or in All Stars before, right? And it's fun to see this many players getting after it on the stage and the different skills, the different skill level, well, not different skill levels, but the different skills with different characters is what I'm going for. But to see all of these players, right? These who are all storied players now in MNVL to play the same character, those monkeys were flying all over the place. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. What a way to kick off All Stars. I think that's perfect.
Absolutely, a barrel of monkeys to get us rolling here tonight. Absolute craziness, but shows you the diversity that some of these players have too, right? That they're willing to just play Donkey Kong because he's a funny character, the fun character to play, and all these players looking to have some fun, and it didn't seem like they played badly at all either. So shows you that, you know, they've practiced a lot and they're very, very comfortable at the game as well, and that they absolutely deserve to be here tonight to celebrate such a good season at MNVL this season.
Yep, absolutely. An amazing season, an exciting season it was. It was a pleasure. I keep saying this. It was an absolute pleasure to cast with you. I feel like I learned so much about the game and the intricacies and everything about this game. And so now to put it all just kind of all out on the stage, right? Items, whatever, doing the thing, having a good time. It is fun. It is fun. So, and the mushrooms, this game mode that we're doing to see the big and the little DKs was, I mean, that just added. I keep laughing about it, but that just added to the pageantry of it all, right? I mean, there's just like it's one thing to see 4 DKs on the stage at once. It's another thing to all of a sudden have just baby ones and extra big ones just randomly strewing across the stage. An absolute pleasure. And folks, we will have your game number 2 starting here shortly. The players are getting organized, and we will be ready. We'll see. Do they all choose the same? Do we see maybe for Ganondorf? For King K. Rool, for King DDD, which I do know how to say properly, by the way. I was getting some action in the chat for saying King DDD, but I just got in the habit of saying that because I thought it was funny when my wife and I started playing Super together. So that's the only thing. I love it. Maybe we will see it. Who knows? Who do you want to see? If you could see 4 of the same character now, Quam, as we're waiting here, and it wasn't DK, who would it be? Tell me that.
Well, I had DK on my mind, so I probably would have said that. But if I had to choose one character to see for this next best of 4, I would probably say Ganondorf, just because he hits so hard and he just moves so slowly too that all these players are going to be standing right next to each other, hucking out moves left and right. Always, always a pleasure to watch. And it does look like the players are conversing about the potential of all of them playing Ganondorf or maybe another heavy, but have to wait and see. That could be exciting.
You know, if I was going to choose, I'd say 4 Kirby. 4 Kirby's, I think, would be fun to watch. Yep, I think that down B and that just a bunch of Kirby's floating around. Yep, I think that's maybe that maybe would be it for me. I think that would be pretty hilarious. But we'll see. Is it for Ganondorf? Is it for King K. Rool? I mean, it could get really ridiculous. For Sonic?
Oh
man, you imagine 4 Sonics battling it out right now.
Hard to pay attention to it. Just 4 Sonics zipping left and right. That'd be absolutely crazy. I don't even know. Well, we'll have to see.
I don't know for sure if I'd be able to follow that. I would really try extremely hard. But if we had 4 Sonics on the stage, I think my mind would maybe be blown. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they decide. Either way. Okay, we're leaning towards all Ganondorf as the players are getting organized here, and they are selecting characters, which again, absolutely ridiculous. But what better way? Again, what better way to go ahead and celebrate all stars here at MNVL? I love it. The Ganondorf. There it is. Momania, Echo, and Toshio. That is Knight of the Dark. That's it. Okay.
Yes, Momania, Echo, Knight of the Dark, all fantastic players. I think I gotta be rooting for Knight of the Dark here. He's using my personal favorite Ganondorf skin, Grandfather Ganondorf, with gray hair. Old man Ganondorf, but hey, he still packs a punch as all 3 of these players are already going out swinging. And Echo, a tiny, tiny little Ganondorf on the screen now. These small mushrooms can be so dangerous. One even little hit can send them flying.
You know, and I thought, Quam, I couldn't see anything funnier than a little baby DK running around, but a little baby Ganondorf might, that might take the cake for the funniest little one running around over there. Oh, what a big stock! That is a huge one. Echo swinging that big sword and taking out, I think it was Momania right there. Knight of the Dark, now small baby Ganondorf over on that other side. Woo! Knight of the Dark gonna take a stock off of Echo there.
Very, very big stock. And, there's something comical about seeing the King of Darkness, the canonical King of Darkness, be, about as small as a mouse. Doesn't really seem that intimidating when you're seeing it on screen here, but, part of the fun of items. As Echo, Momania gets blocked by that cage there hanging down, able to hang on to his stock for just a little longer. And remember, in order to advance in this free-for-all round, you want to rack up the most kills. So hanging back may not be your best strategy, even if it helps you hang on to stocks more, because you really want to get in there and take those stocks to be able to move on to that next round free-for-all as Echo goes in and gets 2 big kills, one after the other. Looking very, very good for him right now.
Yeah, call it a twofer there, Quam. That was nastiness out of the big Ganondorf that was Echo right there. taking 2 stocks, and that's a great point that you make there, Quam. It's not how long you last. If you are the last person standing, that doesn't mean anything if you're not on the top of the kill board here on the stage. So you got to make sure that you're eliminating, just like Echo was doing right there. Everybody here, 1 stock left per player. Everybody near or above 100%. Oh, Knight of the Dark gonna eliminate Momania, and now it's down to Echo and Knight of the Dark. Who will be the last one standing? It is Knight of the Dark. But oh wait, we are gonna have to see just how the stocks played out there, because as we said, Quam, Echo had a 2-piece in there that we saw and we cast, and then there were a couple other kills or stocks that were taken that were just huge.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw, I think either Echo or Knight of the Dark had that huge second or 2-person kill there, and Knight of the Dark and Echo the last one standing. So we see Echo tries to go for the F smash, does not get it. Knight of the Dark gets that big down smash, able to hang on last, get that extra stock from Echo. But I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out. It's kind of hard to see when all these players are just swinging at each other constantly. But I don't know. All these players so capable of taking stocks, have to see which ones advance to the final free-for-all. And again, even if these players don't make it to the final free-for-all of the night, they still will be able to participate in our crew battle later. But they will not have the opportunity to be a captain for that.
Exactly. Yes. What we are playing for now, folks, as Quam so eloquently put, is we are playing to see who the captains are. And so that right there, as we have production figuring out exactly who had the top number of kills and which 4 are going to be moving on. So very exciting stuff. I'll tell you, Quam, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it was the stage or maybe the character or whatever, but casting 3 Ganondorf I thought was exponentially harder than casting 4 DK. Give me your take.
I have to agree with that. It seems like all these Ganondorfs just have these moves that seem to hit people hard no matter what.
Yeah.
You're looking at it and you're like, wow, one big hit. Oh, he's gone. He's off the screen. Don't even know what happened. DK, maybe feels a little more technical, especially with these grabs, trying to position each other with these grabs, get people off to the side of the stage. So I get what you're saying with the chaos of the Ganondorfs there.
Yeah, I think the easiest part of it was, as you kind of mentioned in there, Grandpa Dorf. That skin was definitely one that stuck out. But again, between the stage and the 3 Ganondorfs, I mean, how do you tell what is going on? So we have the experts going through, checking the tape, and understanding exactly who are our top stock getters so far tonight. And those 4 players will be moving on to another free-for-all battle. Now, in this free-for-all battle, though, Quam, we're going to switch things up a little bit, aren't we?
Sounds like it. Yep. And this final free for all looks like it's going to be no items, if I'm hearing that correctly. And we're going to have 2 matches where you combine the amount of kills you get from either match, and top 2 players that had the most kills are the captains for the crew battle. This is going to be a little more high stakes free for all, but we're still having fun. It's still a free for all, so not the highest of stakes, but you might want to take this one a little more seriously. Maybe consider playing a character you're a little more comfortable with, but hey, I can't speak for the players. We might see something even wackier still.
Yeah, or if we have some little agreements that are made beforehand, right? And it's possible that these top 4 players want to continue to have fun and have a good time. So what if they say, okay, we got 2 games here. One game we all play Bayonetta, and then the next game we all play Inkling. I don't know, maybe it does get weird. Maybe it's for, I don't know, could be for Roy. Right? I mean, we could get anything here. Or if these players decide, hey, let's go out, let's play our mains, and let's get into it, then I think it is going to be some high flying action, and it's going to get really pretty competitive. Obviously, you throw 4 people on a stage, and one of them is Dead Maniac, me Gunner, man, projectile is going to be in your face no matter where you are, right? So excited to see exactly what they decide.
Absolutely. And those projectile characters, so annoying in those free-for-alls. I know when I've played with my friends sometimes, one of them picks a projectile character. They just hit so many different characters.
Yeah.
You get a projectile character on the screen, they have so many options of people to hit in a free-for-all. And you can just throw out those moves, it'll pretty much hit whoever. And it does look like we're going to see Dead Maniac, Phantom, Echo, and Night of the Dark in this
Oh,
final batch of free-for-alls. That is a very, very good lineup, gotta say.
Dead Maniac, Phantom, Echo, and Night of the Dark, you say? Oh,
Yep. Yeah.
wowee. Yeah, that is quite the bunch right there. And as we said, folks, they will play 2 games. It'll be 2 free-for-alls of these 4 players, right? This composition of 4 players. And so, again, interested to see what the character choice is for each of these players, or if they do it as a group. But we're gonna do 2 games, and then the top 2 after those 2 free-for-alls will be your captains. During a break, those captains will go ahead and select their teams, and then we're gonna get on the stage for the crew battle, and it will be quite the battle. The crew battles are always, well, they're always a party. And so, explain to the folks what exactly goes down in a crew battle, because you're not the name can be a little misleading. You think crew battle, you think you're going to see a bunch of people on the stage, but you're not, Quam, right?
Crew battle, as Thunder said, you're not going to be playing a 4v4 match like you might
Right.
expect. In a crew battle, instead, you have your team. It gets drafted by your team captains. You figure out an order in which you want to play, and you play a sequential 1v1 against the other team. So let's say Thunder and myself are facing off against each other, and we're each team captains. We would each decide what order we want our team to play in. So let's say I want to play first, and then I decide 3 of my other players go next. That means I would be the first player to play against whoever Thunder decides his first player is going to be. Once I face Thunder, one player is obviously going to win, and however many stocks they win by will be the number of stocks they start off at against the number 2 player on the team they're facing. Can sound a little confusing, but it will make a little more sense once we get into it. And ultimately, you're just trying to get through the other team's players before all of your team's players are out.
Precisely, and well put. That right there, the fine details of exactly what a crew battle is. And as you said, Quam, it can be a little bit confusing. If you compare it to conventional sports, you would be looking at a relay type of race, right? A relay in swimming or running or whatever it might be. Okay? You're doing it as a squad, but each leg is individual, right? So, whereas we would normally see in competitive Super Smash, we would see a three stocks each. Okay. So if Quam and I are playing, we go down to the end of the match. I have 1 stock left and Quam has 0 because somehow miraculously, by an absolute miracle, 1 in a billion shot, I beat Quam in this circumstance. Okay. So I have 1 stock left. Quam is out. The next person from Quam's team comes in and plays against me. I have still only, though, that 1 stock. I do not regain any stocks. There is no going back to the beginning. I still have that 1, and the person coming up against me has 3. So all they got to do is get 1, eliminate me, and then it's on to the next player on my team. Oh, and let's get into it here, folks. Here. We have it, the top 4. Ooh, we got a hero. We've got a, what did I see? Is that Samus, Duck Hunt? Is that last one? Not Shulk.
That's Sora.
Sora, the
character in
new
the game.
character. That's right.
Yes, that is right. And this is kind of a weird collection of characters. I'm not sure if these players went random or if they just decided to play a character who they're having fun with recently.
We see it here.
random?
Yes, it's random time. All random. These are.
Wow.
Oh, and what a brutal pick to get Duck Hunt if you're random up against these. What a fortunate circumstance to get Sora, right? Or Samus even.
And I even think Hero is pretty good too, as we see taking out Phantom with that huge side B. I will say, although Duck Hunt is not the best in free-for-alls, suits Dead Maniac's playstyle pretty well. Duck Hunt has a lot of projectiles to use, so I'm guessing he has kind of a base idea of what to do with this character. We just saw him spike Night of the Dark right into the water, but that water, such a funky stage, obviously not legal in competitive play. Gonna just let him float right there, not worry about getting spiked off stage, and he's good to go, as these players are still just swinging at each other. Dead Maniac down to 1 stock already.
Woo! You said it, Dead Maniac playing a character, Duck Hunt does lend itself to the style of play from Dead Maniac, but down to 1 stock here. Everybody else sitting at 2. You have, it looks to be Phantom, is that right, on the Samus? It's a little grainy for me here, but Phantom, I believe, on the Samus.
Yes, that is right, and we have Dead Maniac on the Duck Hunt, as well as Echo on the Sora, and Knight of the Dark, Toshio on the Hero.
Ooh, I love it as these players battle it out. Ooh, Phantom gonna lose a stock right there, down to that final stock. Oh, wait, folks, the action is heating up here on the stage. Who will lose their final stock first? Is it going to be Dead Maniac? Oh, wait, we have another one go down. Who was that lost a stock? That was Dead Maniac in the water, wasn't it?
And Maniac and Phantom, the first two to go down. This is going to let Knight of the Dark and Echo rack up a lot of kills here. Knight of the Dark, if he can take out two of Echo's, he's going to be sitting at a pretty nice lead, I think. And he's kind of cooking with this hero right now. Looks pretty comfortable with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Left on the stage, Hero v Sora. So tell me this, Quam. If you're talking a normal battle, Hero v Sora, what do you think the advantage goes to, the Hero or the Sora?
You know, it can kind of depend on the day. Hero, a character who we haven't really seen much during the season, but a character that truly plays by chance, uses that down B menu to try to get some random moves out. Those moves kind of come out by chance. Not really guaranteed which one comes out. Both these players' characters are kind of ranged characters, so generally it comes down to the player and who is better at ranging out the other character. I will say, as of right now, Sora is probably a slightly stronger character than Hero, although I do think this matchup could go either way.
Most certainly could, as they duke it out right up there on the mast of the pirate ship. And moving back down to the base, that is a final stock and game. And it's going to be Knight of the Dark, last man standing.
Knight of the Dark, that's very, very big for him if he's looking to be a team captain, because he just took out two of Echo's stocks single-handedly, not inhibited by Dead Maniac or Phantom, and wow, looks like he got 6 KOs right there.
Whoa, that is insane. 6 of them, and carry those 6 into the next free-for-all between these 4 players. Oh man, this is going to be a blast.
Absolutely. This is going to be a pretty tense one. Dead Maniac, not sure how his captain chances are looking right now, as he did not even get a single kill that match. That was not great for him.
Well, when you're playing randoms like that, you are at the mercy, obviously, of whatever you are dealt. And we saw Dead Maniac in the chat say, I hate Duck Hunt. Now, I tend to agree with Dead Maniac, aside from I really like Duck Hunt's Final Smash. I think is great. So when I'm playing Duck Hunt, that's the only thing I like. But really, I'm only going to play Duck Hunt if I'm getting dealt Duck Hunt random, right? And same case here for Dead Maniac. So now if we move into this second game, if they do randoms again, what happens if Dead Maniac actually gets a projectile character that he wants to play, Quam?
Yeah, imagine he gets me Gunner, he's going to be cleaning up. Or even like a Samus or a Bowser Jr., he has such a wide array of characters to choose from. So, you know, maybe there's a high chance that he gets one that he's comfortable with.
Let's see. It is... Oh, it gets Alex. Okay, we have a Jigglypuff. We have... Hold on.
We have Isabelle, Steve, Piranha Plant, and Jigglypuff. What a weird collection of characters, especially from these players. We see Dead Maniac on the bottom, just mining up, getting those resources as any Steve player would do, while Echo, Knight of the Dark, and Phantom are duking it out on this huge, huge stage.
Yes, and explain this stage to everyone, because this is absolute nonsense. If you are used to playing Super Smash, and especially competitive Super Smash, where you have a limited number of stages, you get onto something like this. It's like, what on the earth is going on?
Absolute madness is the answer to that. This is the biggest stage in the game. Actually, Great Cave Offensive may be the biggest stage in the game, but this is certainly one of the biggest stages in the game. Palutena's Temple from the Kid Icarus series, absolutely huge, so much space to run around in. But sometimes you get instances like these where players will just group up next to each other, get smacked around these walls, which can kind of make it hard to get an early KO. Knight of the Dark almost going down there. Echo with a really, really bold down air there. Love to see how he's going off stage, even with a character like Piranha Plant.
Yeah, and Piranha Plant, who I can guarantee you we have not seen this season. That is an absolute ridiculous one. Sending Knight of the Dark all the way up towards the top of this stage is that Piranha Plant ridiculousness. Oh, The Steve, or rather the Alex, getting a kick in there as well. Jigglypuff all over the place, laying down a little bit of damage. I mean, this is mayhem. It's absolute craziness here.
First stock of the game finally going down. Echo losing that first one. Oh my goodness. We might see this game go to timer, honestly. 1 minute down and only one stock is taken. 6 left on the board. 6 minutes left, that is. Oh man, these players have got to take some stocks just a little quicker in order to have a chance at finishing this game.
Yeah, most certainly. Night of the Dark going down a stock there. And so, 3 stocks apiece for Phantom and Dead Maniac, 2 for Echo and for Night of the Dark as they try to even find each other on this stage, which is basically 4 stages put together. Look at them go. We got a fight going down on the tree between Phantom and Dead Maniac and Echo. Night of the Dark gonna get involved. Oh, it's craziness.
I will say, Jigglypuff is a very good character on the stage just because of how many jumps she has. She can basically get wherever she needs to go just by using her jumps. And, oh, unfortunately, Phantom losing that stock there, I think, to Echo. Echo already substantiating, I think, a second-place lead that he had. Night of the Dark was looking really good in that first game. Playing Isabelle, a character, you know, we've seen players like Ramp play in the normal season, but other than that, not a very common character, and not a lot of players really know how to play that character.
Isabelle, you say?
Yes, I am saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and that's interesting because Isabelle is one that, you know, I remember seeing Carlitos or Joy-Cons, right, playing some Isabelle and being very successful in that. So I guess maybe it is just, you know, kind of part of this league. There's a few players that are very good with the Isabelle, but the recovery we've seen and the control of the stage is really, really great out of that character. So if you're good, right, with an Isabelle, I mean, you can really frustrate some folks.
Absolutely, and we see Night of the Dark hanging out on that right side, playing, I would say, a typical Isabelle gameplay, hanging behind that Lloyd, just holding on to what you have as a ranged character. Tries to get that grab, and Dead Maniac off the side, gets a nice little back air there. Phantom almost losing a stock off the top there, but such a big stage, going to be beneficial for any character to hold on to their stock, except for Dead Maniac. Oh man, getting spiked off the top of that stage.
Just getting punted off of the bottom of the stage. Some kind of craziness right here. And that is Echo going down. Echo on the last stock up there in the Piranha plant. Going face to face with Dead Maniac on the Alex Steve. Echo and Phantom duking it out over here on this platform. That Jigglypuff has been performing tonight. And you said it, all those extra jumps, man, you can fly all over the place on this stage.
Yeah, a lot of maneuverability, a lot of mobility. Oh. Phantom losing the stock there, but holding on to it really well, as even as a Jigglypuff, one of the lightest characters in the game for sure. Ooh, Phantom trying to go for that powerful rest with Jigglypuff. Such a fun move to use.
You said it, Owie, and Phantom now just chilling over here on the right side of the stage, waiting for somebody to come on in. Dead Maniac gonna make it back to the stage. Oh!
This is pretty tense. A lot of they're kind of grouping up towards the right side of the stage now too, which is interesting. Yeah. They kind of all like to follow each other wherever they're going. Don't really like to hang out in their own space, which I love to see. They just kind of choose a place on the map to play, and they stick with it.
Yeah, and we keep saying it, but there are so many places on this map or on this stage, right? It's like a series of different stages that are all kind of just splattered all over. And so take your pick. Where do you want to duke it out with your neighbors? Right here, we have Night of the Dark 2 stocks, everybody else down to their final stock, and everybody else in the red. So any sizable bit of damage will eliminate 3 of these 4 players here currently, Quam.
You said it. All these players in the red, so dangerous, very dangerous place to be. Phantom just hanging out on that ladder, throwing out these moves, trying to bat away anyone that comes near him. Night of the Dark placing down that Lloyd. Phantom going down, and Night of the Dark still at 2 stocks. Looking like he might have a good lead coming into this second free-for-all here in this finals.
Yeah, most definitely. Echo almost getting sent off the stage here a moment ago. But with the sheer size of the stage, just going to get bounced around 5-6 times and land under these arches over here. Ooh, Dead Maniac trying desperately to send Knight of the Dark packing for one. Ooh! Defeated, but I can't see who it was. Oh, it was Dead Maniac going down.
Yeah, a bit grainy for me, but it does look like Dead Maniac is the one going down there, and Night of the Dark still holding on to the second stock, echoed 162%. Granted, Piranha Plant is a pretty heavy character, so not unusual to see him hang on to stocks like this. Isabel finally going down there, living well beyond her limits, I'd say, except for, on this stage, such a unique stage in this game.
You said it, Mr. Quam. Down to our final two. It is Knight of the Dark taking on Echo, and Echo up there in the Piranha Plant, or bouncing up to where Knight of the Dark is. Again, the stream just kind of coming back to us here. Yes, perfect. There it is. Echo underneath Knight of the Dark and trying to figure out where do I best attack this Isabel player from.
Looks like we only got 16 seconds left on the clock. Knight of the Dark gonna have to make something happen quick if he wants to get this last stock off of Echo. Looks like these players are pretty complacent with the game ending like this, though. 5 seconds left. Have to see if someone gets a kill here.
And it looks like a no. The time will expire, and it's down to sudden death. Everybody at 300%. Who gets the one hit that will make the kill? You got flames coming in every side of the screen. That's just exactly how intense the action is here, folks. Who's going to go down? It is Knight of the Dark and Echo, the last person standing in that Piranha Plant. That is one angry weed that is planted in that little planter.
Absolutely, and it looks like Knight of the Dark, unfortunately, just slipping up there. Got four kills that game, and Echo getting 3 as well. Both those players looking like they have a lot of good numbers. I think if I had to take a guess, Echo and Knight of the Dark will be our 2 captains for this crew battle, but we will have to have production run some numbers, plug some numbers into the calculator, make sure we get it all set. But if I had to take a bet, it looks like those might be our 2 captains.
Yeah, if we, as you said it, right? Hit the calculator, put the mathematics in, plug everything into the algorithm, and figure out exactly which 2 players came out with the most kills and the most stocks here in our free-for-all battle, folks. What an amazing night it has been so far. And it has been so fun to watch these players, right? They go from we got all DK, all Ganondorf, and then as the top 4 move on, they say, no, we'll play randoms. Why not? We go ahead, we'll play randoms, even things out across the board. You get a player you like, great. If you don't, you don't. Dead Maniac ending up with the Duck Hunt, an unfortunate kind of get there. But at the end of the day, that's the name of the game, right? Random is as random does.
Absolutely. And we see a player like Phantom getting the Samus, the Jigglypuff, absolutely not characters that he's used to playing. So such a different environment from the state tournament, a lot of wacky stuff happening, and you can't really expect what's going to happen next.
You really can't. You really cannot, folks. We are just awaiting the names of our captains, and once we have those, we will be letting you know exactly where we are headed with the rest of the night. And it's going to be a really, really fun crew battle. Really, really fun stuff as we get into it. And those players, while we are on that break, those players, as we said, are going to go ahead. They're going to pick their teams, get everything organized so that we are ready to get into it and make that crew battle happen. Again, folks, we're all here to go ahead and celebrate MNVL, the players, the coaches, the students, the families and friends, everybody who makes this happen. And we want to thank you. Thank you so much, not only for being here, but for being a part of the league and for supporting what we do here. We have a pretty stellar program and a pretty amazing and awesome, not only staff, but stream that we're able to provide. And it's for you. It's for you. It's awesome. And we love it. That is it. We have the word. Our all-star duo, Knight of the Dark v. Echo. Those are your all-star captains, folks, as I end my thank you to you for, again, being viewers and being fans. We will go to break, folks, knowing that when we come back, we're going to have Team Echo and Team Knight of the Dark playing against each other. Quam, how do you feel about this matchup, man?
Both these players are very, very strong players. Unfortunately, neither making it to the championship this season, but obviously making a name for themselves right here tonight in this All-Star weekend, captains of their respective teams. Gonna be very, very interesting to see who these players pick, and I'm really excited to see how these teams shape up.
Can't wait to get into it, folks. We are going to a break, and when we come back, it will be the crew battle here for All-Star Night of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at MNVL. See you shortly, folks.
Playing a little bit of the neutral here.
Come out big time. The stage Quam. Shout the knee gunner and how to use the stage.
Sitting at
177,
177, but there you see a Cappy.
Holding on here. So hard
so good, and now Russell bottom of legal play area. Great stuff, but this
a character like Lucina on
stage Greeny gonna come over and get a couple of swipes
Between the shield breaker and the
No, just
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Minnesota Varsity League's All-Star Weekend. We are here with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My name is Thunder McFadden, and I am joined by my man, Quam the Bomb. Quam, we have our two captains. It is Team Echo versus Team Knight of the Dark, and we have the player picks coming in. Go ahead and take us away, Mr. Quam, when we get our first player in. Oh!
There it is. We have Knight of the Dark selecting, unsurprisingly, Phantom, our state champion, first for his team.
A solid pick there. And Echo is going to pick DM as the first player added to Team Echo here. I like the way this is shaping up, Quam.
Absolutely. And I do believe that Echo, it looks like actually Knight of the Dark has Mo Mania on his team. I do believe that Echo got to pick 2 in a row as this was a snake draft. But Knight of the Dark's third member, regardless, will be Mo Mania.
I got you. And so now, who will be the additional player on Team Echo? We are about to find out. It is Dead Maniac. Dead Maniac for the side of Team Echo. And folks, let's see here. So we know, Quam, that we are short a player. There it is, right there, Quam.
We got Krilp finishing out Team Knight. And unfortunately, we only have 7 players here tonight. Team Money was not able to make it. So on Team Echo, they will have to decide one of their players to play an additional stock to have 3 more lives so that it is an even 12 lives to 12 lives for this crew battle.
Yes, sir. There you have it. One of our players, again, not able to make it tonight, and we hope that everything is okay and all good with Team Money. And we want to congratulate Team Money again, right? Team Money would be here. But had something going on. So again, hope everything's cool with Team Money. We wish you were here. We wish you the best. And great work this season. 100%. 100% great work this season. Hopefully somebody clips that and sends it to Team Money. Because you did awesome. Really did awesome this season. Not able to make it tonight. So as you said, Quam, we are going to have, for the side of Team Echo it is, okay? Echo, DM, and Dead Maniac. One of those players is going to play twice, okay? And so we will have 12 stocks on each side. 3 stocks per player, 4 players, 12 stocks per side. The team with stocks left, that is it. That is it. Whoever is left standing is left standing. It's just like the Formula One race today. Whoever's left standing is left standing right here. Congrats to Max Verstappen, actually, world champion. That's crazy. Sidebar. But we are about to crown our champion of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate All-Stars here at MNVL. Will it be Team Echo? Will it be Team Knight of the Dark? Quam, do you think that the 3-player rotation instead of the 4 is going to be advantageous or not tonight?
You know, I think that it's probably a little more advantageous than disadvantageous just because of the flexibility it gives you. Maybe if you have one player that's a little more comfortable playing against all 4 of these players, you throw them in there a second time just to get them a little more action against these players that they are a little more comfortable against. In a 4-player lineup, you're probably a little more locked in, but at the same time, it gets you a little more fresh hands into the mix too. A little more stuff that you're not used to necessarily, or stuff that you're not expecting. So I could go either way on it, honestly.
I think you make a couple of great points there. You know, I was sitting there originally thinking, oh no, it will definitely be an advantage to have one person play twice. You know, that was kind of my initial thought is, all right, yes, sure. You're going to have one of your people play twice. That would make sense. That person is going to be more warmed up. They're going to be more used to playing. They're going to be extra ready to go, and they're already in it, I guess, was kind of my mentality. But when you break it down for me like that, it's like, okay, well, yes, but at the same time, you have 4 fresh players on the other team, whereas on the team of 3, they're going to see one of you play twice. And if they see you play the same character, they're going to know kind of exactly what you're coming with, the style that you're playing, right? Where you want to be on the stage, how things are playing out. So a lot of things to factor in as we get into this thing. And the players are getting organized, figuring out who is going to play who first. And then we will be on the stage. Folks, 12 stocks. Who has stocks remaining at the end of this crew battle? Will it be Team Echo? Will it be Team Knight of the Dark? We shall see. Very excited to see here, Quam.
Very, very exciting indeed. If you had to take a bet, Thunder, Which player from each team do you think is going to start us off here?
Ooh, that is a good question. I think if I'm looking at the side of Team Echo, I think I would probably go with maybe Dead Maniac to start off. If I am the side of Team Knight of the Dark, ooh, I might start off with, I mean, if I was Knight of the Dark, captain of Team Knight of the Dark, I might start this thing off myself. Right? I might just get in the mix and say, "Hey, everybody, I'm ready to go right now, and I'm ready to jam. So let me get in there and let me get a strong start fighting on the stage, and then we'll kick it to everybody else." I might go that direction, right?
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with that too, especially with how hot he was playing in that free-for-all, Night of the Dark specifically. I think would be pretty beneficial for him to start off and just see how many stocks he can take down before getting taken down himself. And I do
Mhm.
agree that Dead Maniac will probably start off Team Echo, so good at just matching up into pretty much whatever player Team Knight decides to throw at him.
Yeah, it would be very interesting to see here, folks, as my chair is actively like sinking on me. There we go. All right, now I'm back to where I should be. I'm like feeling myself sink. I don't know if you can see it, but watch as I just slowly. There's something broken in my chair as I slowly sink. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Anyway, we're having a party and we're having fun here at All Stars for MNVL. Thank you again all for being here. And tell your friends if you have friends that like Super Smash. We're going into the crew battle right now, and it is all to play for. It is all to play for right here. The crew battle is happening. And so, who will come out on top? It is Team Echo versus Team Knight of the Dark. Do you have, so we were kind of talking picks and talking strategy and action, that type of thing. Do you have a pick'ems, as they would say? Do you have a pick for who might win this thing? What do you think, Kwam?
Looking at this initial roster, I think I gotta go with Team Echo. Their team just seems to be the most well-rounded team. We do have second and third place finishers, DM and Echo, respectively, on that team. And of course, Dead Maniac so well seasoned against a lot of these different players, and they have that a little additional flexibility of adding whatever player they want to take that number 4 slot on that team. So looking at it initially, I think that's what I'd have to go with. But obviously, Night of the Dark, Phantom, Momania, and Krilp, all players so capable of having an explosive night or just a couple explosive sequences to take down a lot of stocks. So we'll just have to see what kind of matchups we see in between these players and between these characters and how that leads into this crew battle.
I like it. I like it. And the reason I like it is because I'm going to pick the other squad. Okay. And for a lot of the similar reasons that you brought up, I think that right here, we've got Team Echo, very talented squad of players right there. But at the same time, on the other side, you have another squad of extremely talented and individually talented Super Smash players, right? And so I think, again, to that point, you see Night of the Dark, you see Phantom all of a sudden just going on a run and just taking 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 stocks. I could see it happen. I could certainly see it happen. So, who knows? Who knows? The players are almost ready to go here, folks, and we will be getting after with this crew battle. Here we go. Starting off, it is Krilp v Echo to start off. And I like this. We got a DK and we've got Cloud. Blade Beam on the way. Limit charged up, my friend.
This is a pretty interesting matchup to start us off here. And I was honestly not expecting to see a crew battle take place on this stage. Great Cave Offensive, I do believe the biggest stage, even slightly bigger than Palutena's Temple. Obviously not competitively legal, and such an interesting stage for these players to play on. These players playing their characters that they would normally play, but in such a different circumstance.
Totally. I mean, it's almost offensive how big the stage Great Cave Offensive is. You feel me? Oh, wow! And that right there, Krilp trying to bounce Echo out of the situation, sends himself into the spikes for a stock. Is that right, Kwam?
I do believe so. And especially with that lava, too. If you are over 100% and you hit that lava, you will be having your stock taken immediately, no matter what. That's kind of a part of the stage, part of the lava, and what makes it so interesting in addition to it just being so big.
Dude, when we're done here today, I'm definitely grabbing my controller for the Switch and I'm getting on this stage. I have to. I have to play Great Cave Offensive after this. This is just awesome. Well, we love it. Thank you folks for being here. Let's go. Oh, and Krilp gonna take that second stock off of Echo. The DK living at the high percentage, as we know he likes to do, right? Making it look easy, but now, even up on stocks here, folks, and Krilp trying to lay down a little more damage on this DK. Whoa, look at that punch. Ooh, it gets sizzled.
Just scoops him up, grabs him with that cargo throw, and up throws him into that lava. Krilp over 100%, so that will take his stock instantly. I was going to say, Krilp is doing a pretty good job of keeping that even, but Echo just closes that one stock out so well. Already so warmed up, just grabs him again. This DK is honestly pretty good on this stage.
Really good on this stage. Yes, as we saw before, Echo going ahead and throwing Krilp into that lava, folks. We have lava just down on the left side of the screen right there. But on this stage, we also have lava that flows upside down. How does it work? Don't ask me, I don't know. But it is a fact that there is lava that flows upside down against the laws of physics on this map.
That's how it happens in the Kirby world, in these fantastical video game worlds. And Krilp taking a big stock there. It is 1-1. Very big of Krilp to take 2 stocks off of Echo here, and likewise for Echo to take these 2 stocks off of Krilp. Both these players, whoever wins going into the next round with only 1 stock on their belt, so much better for that one other team they're facing to only have to have 1 stock to deal with.
Ooh, you said it, and right there, it was Echo sending Krilp down into the lava, a little sizzle, and Krilp was like, ow, get me out of here. There you go, another throw out of this DK. Echo is ready to go. The Clim Hazard will connect from our cloud, that is Krilp. Ooh, trying to get through that shield, not quite, and gonna get thrown by the monkey.
Just missing this lava, unfortunately. Wants to get this kill so badly. Just misses the lava again. Krilp still trying to rack up this damage while he can. These beautiful techs. This huge stage so huge and allowing him to live to absurdly high percents like 228.
Yeah, you said it. Any other normal stage, you'd be able to throw somebody completely off of it. But now, on this stage, you got to make a move like that. Like throwing them off the bottom of that platform and down into the lava. And sizzle, it is. Wow. All right. So, Echo, coming out strong. Big,
Echo burning away
win.
that first stock. First group of 3 stocks. Very big win.
But Echo with only 1 left. Only 1 left to play with. Eliminating, that was Krilp right there, right? As I go back and look at our lineups, yes, Krilp out of the way, technically speaking, but we still have Momania, Phantom, and Knight of the Dark, Quam. Like, that is, again, that's still a very stout lineup, even for a player as skilled as Echo with that DK.
You said it. And Echo, this team captain, only having 1 stock going into this next one, going to have to maximize it to the best of his ability. As we had mentioned in the crew battle, because Echo won that match with only 1 stock remaining, he doesn't get to go into this next one with 3 more stocks. He only gets to keep the 1 that he retained from that last match, meaning whoever Team Knight decides to send out, whether it be Phantom, Knight of the Dark, or Momania, will only have to take 1 stock off of Echo in order to get back to that second opponent.
It's very true, and this being kind of a really pivotal part of the game in any crew battle, right? But it's, okay, so Echo surviving that first round and that first opponent, surviving but only 1 stock. So now, as you will see, if you're not that familiar with Smash, you will see we'll get onto the stage, and Echo is going to jump off the stage twice until there is 1 stock left, obviously, and then they will get into it and get after it. So, exciting to see how long Echo can last with this DK and this 1 stock. Or if it goes quickly, right? If it goes quickly against whoever Team Knight of the Dark is putting up there, then all of a sudden we are back to casters and we are waiting for that second of 4 players from Team Echo. And reminder, folks, Team Echo is going to have 1 player play twice. So we could just end up seeing Echo go down a stock right here, and then Echo just says, I'm jumping right back in. I think it would probably make sense for Echo to bookend it first and last. But at the end of the day, the stocks are the stocks, right?
I would have to agree, would make the most sense for him to bookend it, but Team Echo has that little bit of flexibility, so we'll have to see how that team decides to use it. Very curious to see who Team Knight decides to send out next. If I had to take a guess, I would guess that the remaining order would be Knight of the Dark, Momania, and then Phantom holding it down, and I think I'd guess Dead Maniac would come out for Team Echo next, although we'll have to see. I'm not really sure what these players are talking about within their own teams. Got to make some decisions for themselves.
Yeah, I got to figure that out at this point. I think that what you said is probably very true, right? We could see, because you said Knight of the Dark, then Momania, then Phantom, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as the order, I think that it most certainly could be that. I think there's just as much of a chance of it being the opposite of that. And I don't say that to disagree with you. I only mention that because if you could, if you look at the situation, it could be that, okay, right now they're looking and saying, well, we want to get Echo out of the way. We send in the state champ, right? We send in Phantom to go ahead and handle the situation, call it a day with Echo, at least for this set of stocks, and then we move on, right? So, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Really could go any direction here as the players are getting it figured out, and we'll be back on the stage here shortly.
Yeah, and I think what you said has a lot of truth. And it kind of depends on what kind of approach the team wants to take. Whether they want the state champ Phantom to get in there, deal as much damage as possible early on, or whether they want him to anchor. And ultimately, I think it comes down to how a player handles the nerves. Because if you might get a little more nervous having to deal with a little more or a couple more stocks at the end, you might not want to be the anchor, because the anchor has a huge job of cleaning up whatever remains, whatever your team was unable to do. Whereas if you're in the middle, you're pretty much going in head first, just ready to go, kind of just trying to do whatever you can in that time you're given. So depends on how these players are feeling, whether they want to go first, whether they want to go last. So yeah, we'll just have to see.
Yep. And yeah, I guess really it is just a matter of figuring out who is going to take on Echo next. The stage, let's go back to the stage. This stage is redonkulous. In a word, you could say redonkulous. This stage. How on the earth? We were talking about the giant stage that we were just on, and it feels like it was just, okay, we're going to take 6 ideas and put them all together. This stage seems like it's like 8 to 10 ideas and they're throwing them all together, right? Absolute mayhem. And we got 2 DK.
We do have 2 DKs, and as we see, Echo is hopping off a stage twice just to get back down to that 1 stock. Love to see that Momania is playing this Donkey Kong. I think it'll be a matchup that Echo is pretty comfortable with, as Donkey Kong is his signature character, but we'll have to see how Momania does on the stage with this character.
You said it, and we are out of the cave and into the castle. Tell everybody about this stage there.
This is Temple. You know how you said Palutena's Temple and Great Cave Offensive have about 8 to 10 things going on? I'd say Temple has about 5 or 6. Still a very big stage and a lot going on, like there. Echo able to get that first stock from Momania by just chucking him off the top of that stage. Temple in of itself, a very, very big stage, very good for casual play and free-for-alls.
Ooh, you said it, as these 2 players. That is getting back to the stage. Ooh, and swing and swing and swing and oh! Echo will get a big old clap on Momania, send him sailing up to this top part of the stage. Quam, we were both wrong about the lineup. Momania in it now to try to take this final stock off of Echo and playing the DK really pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's got 71% up here, but it's going to be a very dangerous game if he loses this next stock. He really doesn't want to, oh, just as I say, commentators curse. Echo taking that stock, now taking 5 while only losing 2 of his own.
Yeah, wowza, wowza, wowza. Echo coming out and not even to that 100% yet. Oh, a giant punch connects. Doing some damage, but will not get the elimination. A throw keeps just hucking Momania off the bottom part of this stage. And now as they dance around each other, Echo with the high ground, Momania on the low. A couple of options as far as directions you could go and ways you could get back to Echo. And right there, a giant punch is going to connect.
Very, very big, and it's pretty much anyone's guess to see who's going to take this stock next. Momania shoots Echo out there. Got him in a pretty bad spot. As long as he just holds it down here, Echo does not have many places to go. See him playing pretty patiently. This is going to be a pretty big next stock.
Ooh. But finds that opportunity. Quam, wow. What an opportunity. Jumps up the big kick to create some space. And now Momania laying down damage. Both of these players just sizzling out there. Look, you got smoke around the monkeys and you got smoke around their players right down there. Oh, as they climb away. Momania spinning Kong back to the stage.
Momania hanging out at the bottom there while Echo is favoring the top a little more. Both these players, both these characters at such high percents. And Echo takes it 10-6 lead for Team Echo, taking now 2 players down while only losing 2 of his own stocks. And he's going to be refreshing that next stock at 0% again. He didn't lose anything in that one.
Yeah, I mean, that is 3 free stock. Let me repeat. 3 free stock for Team Echo right there. I mean, and in that sort of circumstance, when you're on a big and crazy stage like that, it can be as much about your own individual, just attack as well as the surroundings, right, Quam?
Absolutely. And we saw Echo, I think, use those surroundings just maybe a little better than Momania there.
Yeah.
Not that Momania couldn't, because he was doing a great job of throwing Echo around where he could, but Echo able to find those creative angles to send Momania down to a place where he could not recover from. And I think ultimately that's what won him the game there.
Yep. I mean, really, really fantastic stuff. And Echo making that stock last. I mean, for real. How? In this type of circumstance and up against this type of competition, how do you go ahead and hang on to a stock that long? It's massive, massive stuff. And you know what? Your pick and your prediction is seeming to come to fruition here. Now I think that again, we have 2 players left on Team Night of the Dark that are very, very, very stout and could really mix this entire thing up. But they're kind of backpedaling here. As you said, it's 6-10 as far as the number of stocks left. And that is a massive advantage for Team Echo. You imagine Echo playing again, too?
Yeah, and at this point, he's probably pretty warmed up. He's already had 6 stocks taken from enemy players, while Night of the Dark and Phantom have not really had a chance to keep playing in the past 20, 25 minutes or so. So Echo going to be coming into this one hot, ready to go.
Yeah, Echo's going to be ready, just ripping and roaring, ready to go. So it'll be interesting to see Night of the Dark or Phantom. Which are we going to see next out of Team Night of the Dark? And Echo, I was about to say Dead Maniac. I mean, Dead Maniac just waiting there. Like, hey, you going to let me play? Right? I mean, you got the same thing with DM. Just chilling, like, well, but hold on. Are we all going to play, or are you just going to just keep on whooping out here? I mean, because again, Echo right now, just on a mad one, and especially on these ridiculous stages that we're allowing for All-Stars.
Absolutely. And Echo looking just to clean this one up as fast as he can. As you said, DM and Dead Maniac are like, hey, can I have a chance to play too? Echo going, no, I got this. Don't even worry, guys.
Yeah, I'm just going to make this last stock last forever, literally forever, is the way it seems. You know what I mean? And I think that it's great stuff out of Echo. Again, what a blast we are having here tonight in this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate All-Star Night to celebrate the players, the coaches, the staff, everybody who is involved, and then family and friends, to everybody who supports all of our players here. Just amazing stuff. So thank you. Thank you to everybody for being here and for participating. Man, listen, I cannot wait to get back on the stage and find out who Echo is going to go up against next. I think if you're the side of Team Night of the Dark, you got to be talking and saying, hey, we got to eliminate this player quick.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going into this next one thinking, okay, now is kind of make or break. We got to take this guy out before he makes any more mileage out of this last stock. But if you're Echo right now, I think even if you get your stock taken super quickly, you're feeling pretty good about the contribution you've made. You've already taken down 2 players on your own, and you're already doing such a good service to your team.
Yep, you said it, and here the stocks will go.
Echo going
Before...
back down to that 1 stock, as you said. Yes, you were saying.
No, go right ahead. They're getting into this. The Pyramithra versus the DK. How do you like this matchup, Quam?
Definitely Pyramithra favored, but as we've seen, Echo has been playing very, very explosive, taking 1 stock down already in the first 30 seconds of this game. And while this is a good matchup for Pyramithra, Echo is playing so explosively and so strong with his DK right now. He might even get a 2nd stock before this minute is over with how he's playing.
I mean, seriously, what has gotten into Echo right here? Looking for another elimination, not just taking stocks, but looking for another full-on player elimination in this crew battle, folks. Ow! Will that connect enough to send DK flying? Yes, but to eliminate? No. This Pyra is going to have to put in a little more work, but gets buried by the headbutt. And that DK is going to try for a little plant off the stage. Not quite going to work. Going to get grabbed by this Pyra and just tossed about a little bit. A couple more connections is all it's going to take from Night of the Dark to eliminate Echo here, Quam.
Only needs one more big hit at this point, but Echo really, really wants to take just this last stock before he inevitably gets taken out at some point or so. I think Night of the Dark doing such a good job of holding down this stage, spacing him out with these forward airs, but now Echo gets him off the stage.
Oh, there it is. Echo has been eliminated by Night of the Dark. And hey, listen, we see it in the chat. We hear it. These other players want to play. They're like, hey, Echo, can we play a little bit here? You're taking care of everybody else that's on the team. We want to get on the stage here. Let's go. So now Echo out of the mix, but not before taking one of Night of the Dark's 3 stocks. That is, count them, 7 stocks for the captain of that team, Echo. Wow.
Definitely showing why he deserves to be team captain there. Honestly, just playing fantastically, locking it down for Team Echo, named after the man who could take 7 stocks on his own. Again, showing why he deserves to be up here.
Yeah, most certainly. Most certainly. And hey, that team only has 3 players. So if he really wanted to, Echo could be like, I'm going to go play again right now. And then DM and Dead Maniac would be sitting there like, guys, what is going on? We just want to get in and play. We want to get on the stage and have a good time. But Echo going to play again. So we will see. We will see. I bet Echo is going to let either Dead Maniac or DM play here. And I'm excited to see which one of those 2 players it is going to be. And folks, again, we want to thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming and hanging out here for All-Star Night at SSBU. We love it. We're having a great time. And the stages have been just a ton of fun to watch. Quam, we're seeing the most ridiculous stuff from the depths of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Absolutely. Some absolute haymakers being thrown from both sides. And I would like to see either Dead Maniac or DM come out in this next match. It is All-Stars weekend for a reason, right? While Echo is an all-star on his own, we want to make sure that these players all get to show their stuff here in this final weekend of MNVL Fall season. So, hope that all these players get to play tonight, but, crew battles, sometimes one team just kind of steamrolls through the other one, and that's how it happens.
Hey, man, you know what? If you're there and you're ready to go, but you don't need to play, you're still catching the dub, right? You're still winning. You're still winning this thing. Echo, a fantastic effort there to eliminate 2 players completely and then take another stock. We're talking 7 of the 12 that entire team needed to get. Echo just said, I'll just be responsible for that. No big deal. It's okay. So, good stuff out of Team Echo so far. Figuring out who is going to play next and go up against Night of the Dark, the other captain the other captain here of the All-Star Crew Battle matchup. They earned their spots, both Knight of the Dark and Echo, through a ridiculous series of free-for-all battles, and now here we are to the Crew Battle, making it happen, folks. So it's been a fun night, and we're not ending here. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. We're not done here. We will be done with Super Smash in a short little bit, and then after that, we will have our All-Stars for Call of Duty tonight. It's going to be a blast. We're going to finish the night strong, finish the season strong. Again, celebrating all of our players, coaches, and everybody involved. We love you. Thank you. Thank you so much, because we love to be here. I mean, I'm going to speak for myself. Quam, if you have a different answer, you go ahead and have one. But I love to be here, and I love to cast for the league, so, love it.
I do too, and it's just been so fun. And tonight, such a representation and a celebration of that fact. That's been so fun for us to watch these players, some of which we knew at the beginning of the season, and some of we didn't, just grow to be such good players and be friends themselves too, honestly. Without a league like MNVL to connect them through a game that they love so passionately, it'd be hard for these people to connect outside of it. So I really do think that MNVL is doing a service to its community by letting these players express themselves through their games and create a broader community around themselves than they might not otherwise have been able to.
Yep. Yeah, it's really awesome stuff, really awesome opportunities, as you said, right? For these players to come out and participate in something that it's still new and it's still relatively fresh and in its development and all of that, but it's not going anywhere. Like the esports that we have here, they are not going anywhere. The number of schools, the number of participants, the way that this league is growing, it's exponential, guys. And we are not going anywhere at all. So we appreciate you being a part of this. We appreciate you enjoying what we have to provide, as Kwam was saying, right? An awesome, fun, safe place for people to have competition, for students to come out and show their skills in whatever esport interests them. Anything from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate to chess to Call of Duty to Valorant. I mean, we have it all. And over the winter series, we're going to feature even more, right? Which is going to set us up moving into the next season. It has been an absolute blast. So can't wait to get back on the stage here, folks. We have players getting organized and figured out. I wonder if they're just maybe figuring out, they maybe have some sort of system to figure out which of the players, Echo, DM, or Dead Maniac, is going to play next. Are they maybe doing a virtual draw straws? Are they having a brief little online tic-tac-toe match, or rock, paper, scissors in Discord, something like that, to figure out who's going to play next? Who knows? I mean, it really could be anything at this point. But we'll have them ready to go and ready to play here momentarily. Echo making that last stock, just extending the life of it big time. But now eliminated by the other captain, Knight of the Dark. And I only realized that a few moments ago. That it was like, yeah, okay, Knight of the Dark came in to kind of handle business, right, Kwam?
Yeah, decided that it's time for a captain v captain matchup. Say, all right, sometimes you just gotta put it away yourself. Knight of the Dark coming out there and unfortunately losing that one stock, almost losing two stocks, but able to hang on. And now we are seeing Knight of the Dark switching to that Cloud against DM, the second place finisher on the Kingdom Hearts stage, the newest stage addition to this game.
Ooh, boy, and this is a really nice stage. I like it. It's beautiful. As these two get after it, Cloud v... It was Roy, right?
None of the playing that Pyra Mithra initially, but now it is the Cloud versus the Ike from DM.
Ike! That's right. Getting after it, these two players. Oof. Slashing away his DM with that sword. But now trading positions with Knight of the Dark. The Clim Hazard gonna get Knight of the Dark back to the stage, and slashing across at our Ike player is Knight of the Dark. Oh, good stuff so far, Kwam.
Absolutely, and it didn't look like Knight of the Dark actually took his one stock down at the beginning of that match. It looks like he's just playing with three. So I'm a little interested to see if there was any communications with the players or something to talk about that. And it looks like he took a stock right there, as he did lose that first stock in that match against Echo. So it looks like we're back down to even.
Yes, sirree. As these two players get after it, the Cloud cracking away at this Ike. Oh, and we'll get a big stock right there. Wow, that was good stuff.
Yeah, and DM holding it down pretty well, unfortunately losing that one stock. Both these players playing very solidly, racking up a lot of damage very quickly on the small stage. Pretty similar stage to Smashville, I'd say. Pretty small, allows for some hand-to-hand combat for sure.
Most definitely, you said it. That, I mean, a stage this small, going to something this small from the massive, crazy stages that we have been on, it says something about the competitive nature of where this matchup is going between Team Knight of the Dark and Team Echo. DM getting after it, the percentage is climbing, and Knight of the Dark maintaining a really, really low relatively percentage and taking that second stock off of DM in this Ike.
If Knight of the Dark can get this last stock here, and it looks like, oh no, he loses that one stock. He tries to go for the up B to try to clean out Echo's stock, and unfortunately does not get it. Now Team Knight of the Dark down to just one player remaining.
Brutal stuff. That is crazy, but DM hanging on right there. That is solid for the side of Team Echo, as we will see the final player for Team Knight of the Dark. That is going to be Phantom, your state champion. So, Phantom has got to make it through 7 stock. 1 left for DM, 3 left for Dead Maniac, and then 3 left at the end for whichever one of these players is going to play twice. Quam, what a mountain to climb. But if anybody can do it, I think that mountain is going to be climbed by Phantom right there, playing some what is it, Alex Hundle, the climber. Anyway.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be playing that Roy, if I had to take a guess. So clean with it. And, you know, got the support of his grandma, as he mentioned last week at our state finals. You love to see the family support, too. Love to see the family support for our players in the league. But you already know he's boosted up by that support, ready to go. And as you said, if there's any player in the league that can make this comeback, it's definitely Phantom. He's very calm, very collected, able to adapt very quickly. And, you know, we shouldn't take too long getting into this next match, I wouldn't think, just because we already know who's coming out for Team Knight of the Dark and Team Echo at this point.
That's right. That is right. Yeah, DM doing great work on that Ike, and now we'll go up against Phantom. Phantom, the final remaining player on Team Knight of the Dark. So, DM v Phantom. DM has 1 remaining stock, if I remember correctly, right? Yep.
Yes, that is correct.
Let's do it. Let's do it. That's 7. 7 left. 7 stocks that Phantom has to go through. And what a night it has been so far. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us and having a good time out here as we make our way through. And Call of Duty is up next. We are going to have we're going to have gun game. We're going to have some other stuff going on for Call of Duty. What a night and what a weekend it has been. Quam, again, I know I mentioned this before, but it has been absolutely a pleasure working with you. You have come a long way. You started off as a great caster for Super Smash, just with your knowledge and your analysis, the way that you keep up with the game and everything that you know about it. But now, I mean, leaps and bounds that you have made, and I think that you could do anything. So congratulations. Good work.
Thank you so much. And again, I'm just so thankful to be able to come back every single week like I have been able to over the course of this season, improve my skills, learn what I'm doing well, learn what I could be doing better, and to be able to watch these players grow too. And what makes All-Stars so fun for me is to be able to see all these players who worked so hard be able to just celebrate a little bit, to kick back and have some fun with these players and these friends that they've made along the way. And it's been really, really fun for me to see just all of this happen within the community from behind the desk.
Yeah. Yeah, and for you as a player who was, you mentioned you were involved in the league, and now to get behind the desk and to be able to look at the league from literally a different perspective, it's cool. So in your casting experience, as you've been doing it since we're waiting for the players, what are some of your favorite parts of it, or what are some of the things that you learned about the league as a whole through being a caster in that?
I think the most fun part for me was to see players who I didn't really know before or didn't get a chance to play
Mhm.
come on stream and continue to come back on stream, and to kind of see how they adapted their play styles and how they were improving, and just to really see how MNVL was fostering so much growth within their gameplay, and to how it really helps them take it to the next level. And in addition, it was really fun for me to see some players that I got to play against last season
Yeah.
grow so much as well. And it's kind of like, I don't know, like I was playing against them and it was a lot of fun because I got to compete against them directly, and it's almost like I'm rooting for them after
Right.
playing against them and thinking, I just hope they take it all the way now that, I'm not in their path to stop them.
Yeah. Now that I'm not here to just whoop on them like I've done before, says Qualm, right? I love it. I love it. Now that you've gotten control and you're on the caster desk, now you're running with it. You're taking control of the whole league. The Emperor over there, Qualm. I like it. I like it. It's great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah, and it is interesting, right? I mean, from being a big time Super Smash player to go to casting it, for me, I cast a bunch of different stuff. Some of the games I play, some of which I really don't that much, and the games that you play and love to play and are really passionate about, sometimes the casting comes a little bit easier. Sometimes it does become a little more difficult though, because you're wanting to almost bite off more than you can chew, or I find that especially in FPS games. And I'd be interested to know your take on it. When I'm trying to get in and cast these games, especially the ones I love to play, sometimes I feel like I just end up saying way too much, and I just end up commentating on way too many different things. And so, did you find any difficulty with that? I didn't notice anybody or any of that, but did you have any of those sort of things go on, or were there any things that you found to be difficult, maybe about your kind of intro to cast?
I'd say the difficult part for me was when I was watching these games. It's hard to discern myself from, I guess, watching and playing, because
Mhm.
watching it is one thing and trying to comment on it is another thing. But then trying to get my head into kind of what the players are doing and how to understand what kind of decisions they're making, and combining those two things was difficult, because trying to figure out what their mentality may be like or why they're playing a certain way, and then trying to communicate that from a viewer's perspective is definitely a hard thing to combine. But it's a really, really fun challenge in trying to connect the players with the audience almost, and to try to make them seem like, just try to help the audience understand something that they may not be super familiar with, or maybe things they're not picking up on, and try to help them understand what they're seeing on screen a little more. So that was definitely something hard to accomplish, but very, very rewarding once I kind of figured out how to communicate with between the audience and the players a little more.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I said, you've done a great job at it, and really proud of you and your work. I think I'm trying to check here and see if we're just waiting on players or what's going on. It seems like this is taking a long time for these players to get into it. So, yeah, so one player is either on a break or grabbing a snack or is almost ready, doing something, and we will be into it. Almost ready to go. And then we'll have one stock, right? One stock for DM. We will have 3 for Phantom. So, if DM wins out, then we're going to go ahead and be done here. But if not, and we get that elimination on DM from Phantom, we'll be moving on to Dead Maniac, and then probably again it will be Echo or potentially DM to play there at the end. But I imagine it would be Echo, considering Echo is the team captain. So we shall see. One of the players again, almost ready. No idea what's going on, but we'll be into it shortly. So thank you, folks, for hanging out and for listening and whatever. Let's check the chat, see what's going on. Everybody's hanging out. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Yep, there it is. We're into it.
Looks like we're getting into this one, and Phantom, of course, playing with the Roy. I gotta say, after watching the state finals, I decided I wanted to play a little bit of Roy, so I've been messing around with Roy just a little bit. I don't know if I can really compare to Phantom's Roy yet, but it's a lot of fun to see him play during that state tournament, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun seeing him overcome this mountain that is the 7 stocks left.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see it out of Phantom. Does Phantom have what it takes here? Phantom on the Roy, and we saw such a fantastic Roy, as you said, in the state tournament. These two duking it out right here and getting down to it on this stage. DM, ooh, gonna connect there very nicely. Ooh, that up B almost, but misses, and Phantom gonna punish there, Quam.
Yeah, DM going in and dealing a good amount of damage, but it won't matter unless he's able to take this stock. Going in with a lot of these up Bs, which can be pretty risky. Not getting punished for it right there, though, and might be able to take this one stock from Phantom. I will say it will be very, very big if he's able to take one stock off of Phantom, giving him only 2 to work with instead of 3 going into this last 2 matches. DM doing a good job of dealing a lot of this damage right now, Thunder.
And is, yes, chipping away at Phantom. Good stuff. And we'll get a stock. That is huge for DM on this Ike. Beautiful stuff. Doing everything he can to avoid being eliminated by this final player. Boom! That is a big up B connection. And there, Phantom, there's the elimination. Going down only 1 stock. And boom. It is over for DM. Roy will win it. And that is that. Boom.
Yeah,
But
that
wow.
is that.
Quam, what an effort out of it was DM to take that 1 stock off of Phantom.
Yeah, for sure. And we saw him do it in the previous game too against Night of the Dark, and was able to take a stock off of Phantom, which I think is a very, very important stock to take, because now you're making Phantom work with only 2, a buffer of 2 instead of 3 against the 6 that he has to overcome. And 2 to 3, only having 2 as opposed to 3 is a lot harder to overcome, in my opinion. And it's going to be tough. So good for DM for taking off that 1 stock. Very, very important stock for him to take.
Yep. Very, very important stock. You said it. So, I mean, and that could have gone any way there too. DM really, really came out very, very strong, connecting on a few of those key up Bs that not only kept Phantom at bay, but also dealt some really nasty damage, right? And so that is going to be key. If Phantom really wants to stick in this thing, it is going to be key for Phantom to not only deal the damage, but also avoid it, right? Really, really has to be careful about how much damage he's taking, because at the end of the day, you know, you don't, especially going up against Dead Maniac right here, you don't even want to lose a single stock, right? And to do that, you have to take very little damage. If you're going to eliminate 3 stocks off of a player like Dead Maniac, or Echo for that matter, and you're not going to lose a single one, oh boy. I mean, I'm telling you, that is a tall order.
Very, very tall order, especially against a player like Dead Maniac, who I believe we'll be seeing in this next round, as he has not played for his team yet. But I think what you said earlier rings very, very true, in how he really needs to monitor the amount of damage he's taking, even more so than normal, I'd say, because it doesn't really matter how much damage you take per se, as long as you're hanging on to that stock. So you really want to make sure you're sitting at a range where you're not going to get KO'd easily, and maybe sacrifice some offensive positioning as well, just to hold on to that stock and play a little more defensive.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's going to be key to balance, right? Balance that defense with an effective offense, right? An effective chipping away and getting through the damage for Phantom, because Phantom, again, only 2 stocks left. 2 against 6 stock here. Absolute nonsense. It has been a crazy night. It has been a ton of fun, and we have Call of Duty coming up after this, folks. Thank you again for being here. We're getting on the map right now. Here it is. Me Brawler v. Roy. There it is. Me Brawler. I was expected to see the Gunner, but no, it's the Brawler.
Looks like I would guess that the Brawler's going to be a little more effective at taking those stocks. And I might even expect Dead Maniac to go for some sort of an up B off stage to try to get just a stock off of Phantom. Because ultimately, that's all he really needs to do. He doesn't need to do anything flashy, doesn't need to do anything too tricky, just needs to take these stocks the best he can.
Oh, wait, that is good stuff. The double-edged dance is going to keep Dead Maniac at bay with this Mii Brawler. Dead Maniac's so good with the Mii characters, but, you know, I am a little surprised that we don't see the Gunner, right? You know, it's so typical for Dead Maniac to go with that rangy character with the projectiles, but, hey, right here, doing work on Phantom and actually getting in and getting some damage on this Roy.
He is, and already at 60%, while he's still on his first stock, doing a good job of hanging on to it, but unfortunately, losing his first stock there. As long as he's able to take, I think, one stock off of Phantom, that will be a success for him, as Echo did so much for his team earlier in the game, and he's doing a good job of laying down this damage with this Brawler, regardless of not, you know, playing that Mii Gunner like we expected.
Yeah, 100%. We know Dead Maniac can really make it happen, even with a random character, you know? I mean, we saw some randoms earlier where Dead Maniac was playing the Duck Hunt and actually got I mean, you know, played pretty decent for having a character that he hates to play, right? Oh, Phantom gonna take another one. Will Phantom get through 3 of Dead Maniac stocks without losing a single one? That would be quite the situation. The Blazer, that is to get back to the stage out of our Roy. Cracking away at this Mii Brawler. Gonna get a grab off after the shield. Nice stuff. Underneath the platform now, and a good grab to keep Dead Maniac off the stage. The recovery is just necessary now for this Mii Brawler.
Phantom doing such a good job of keeping him off the stage and barely letting him recover. And it looks like Phantom might even take these 3 stocks without losing a single stock of his own. Dead Maniac struggling to find this kill, even though he's done such a good job of laying down this damage.
Yeah, for real. And now all of a sudden, Dead Maniac up to 100%. The Blazer is going to connect 120%. That is huge for this Roy. Oh, the shield almost gone, but man, in and out of it so quickly that Mii Brawler doesn't have a chance to drop any damage on Phantom. Phantom doing so well. And that is that. It's a final stock. Phantom is going to go into the final matchup with 2 full stocks, my man. Woo-wee!
Oh my goodness, Phantom, that is so huge for him to take those first steps, getting up the mountain and taking those 3 stocks from Dead Maniac there without losing a single one. And he was at 110%, but it doesn't matter because he's going right back down to 0. It is 2-3, but Phantom, oh my gosh, he's got to be feeling hot right now.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that is state champ level SSBU, and we watched it live and in full HD, Quam. It was amazing. The way that Phantom just took care of things with Dead Maniac right there, and you said it, climbed, mitigated the damage, climbed to over 100%, but still did fine, waited it out, played patiently, and connected on so many things that he needed to. And Phantom right there, as we said, taking the dub. Huge.
Such a huge dub.
Oh,
Bless
man,
you.
I'm sorry. That sneeze was coming on for literally like 10, 15 seconds. I didn't think I was going to get to the end of my sentence. That sneeze was just coming. It was a sneak attack. It was bad from my nose. I'm sorry.
No worries, and bless you there. And wow, we are going to be seeing an intense final match here. I do think that we will be seeing Team Captain Echo coming back out here, but I think it's possible we see DM too. He had a very close set in that state finals against Phantom, and maybe he's looking for a little bit of that rematch. Who knows?
Really could be. Yeah, we could see the rematch of the state finals, that Ike v. Roy, right? And if we do, it is going to make it an even taller order for Phantom to finish this thing off. But as we saw right there, right? Phantom going ahead and making sure to hang on to those last 2 stocks. And no matter what you get to for a percentage, if you eliminate another player, you said it, you're coming back in with 2 full, fresh stocks. So a slight disadvantage for Phantom, but state champ going to have to go in and just make things happen. You know what I mean? As I like to say, the phrase I've come up with over the course of this season, step up or step out the way, right? And that is what it is. We are at the final 2 players of this crew battle, which has seen so many crazy ups and downs and moving all over the place. The way that these players have played against each other, it's been a ton of fun, Quam.
Absolutely, and I think this is the most fun part of the crew battle right here. We're coming down to the last player, the anchor, versus the other last player on the other team. Just so exciting to see all these players duking it out and then coming down to that one last teammate. And on this person's team, you got to be putting a lot of trust in them too. I remember when I played in this crew battle last season, I had to put a lot of trust in our anchor too, and he was fortunately able to clean it out. But it was pretty stressful, honestly, because it's kind of out of your control at that point. Because you're thinking, oh my gosh, I really hope he wins this, and you really want to hop in there yourself, but you can't.
Right.
You got to sit back and watch.
Yep. In this circumstance right here, Echo technically has the chance to jump back in there. Technically does. So, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Echo? Is it going to be DM to take on these final 2 stocks out of Phantom? Because Phantom's sitting over there, waiting to pick Roy and waiting to just go nuts on the stage. That's what Phantom is waiting to do and has been waiting to do for this entire crew battle, right? We know that. So, who's it going to be coming back? Are we going to see Dead Maniac with the Me Gunner? Are we going to see Echo? Or are we going to see DM? Who's it going to be? I think it could be anybody at this point, but we shall see there, Quam.
You know, if I had to guess, I think I'd have to go with Echo just because he took, 7 stocks on his own. Very, very hot and flashy play from Echo that I do not think can be denied. Even though DM was a higher finisher in that state finals, I do think we will be seeing team captain Echo coming back out here.
And I think that either way, it's a good choice. Either way, it's a good choice, right? Because you know that DM can get in and get after it and go toe-to-toe with Phantom. So you know that is a good opportunity. But if you're Echo, you also know that it's your team. But here we have it. It's Phantom DM. It's a rematch. It's a dang rematch of the state final, squad.
This is going to be a very, very fun rematch. Obviously, in the All-Star weekend, Phantom seeing a victory over DM in the state finals and already racking up so much damage here. DM going to have to find a way to lay down this damage and deal some of these low percent combos on Phantom before he gets away with it.
Yep, absolutely. It is all to play for here between these two players. Let's get it. Game time. Ike v. Roy. Who will come out on top as they fight for position? That right there. Ooh, a big up B gonna connect for DM, and Phantom gonna trade position in the middle of this stage. Coming across, trying. Oh, yeah. The cross slash. Boom! And that will be 1 stock that Phantom needs to take off of DM.
Phantom making this an even game again, 2 stocks to 2. DM still sitting at a little bit of a stock lead, so close to getting this kill on Phantom. And Phantom, so good at these ledge traps already, as we've seen it before, using this counter to its fullest ability, as we saw in that state finals as well. So if DM gets off the stage, it's going to be very, very dangerous for him.
It certainly will be. Phantom at 121%, DM at 44. These two absolutely dancing around each other. There, the double edge dance comes out, and Phantom has taken 2 stocks off of DM. Can Phantom do it all and take it back for Team Knight of the Dark? What on the earth has gotten into this state champ? Ready to absolutely just get nasty on the stage, Quam.
He's already up 2 stocks to 1. He has not lost a stock since he was playing in his first match. This is unbelievable stuff from Phantom. So hot and so ready.
Bam! That's it! Phantom with the massive comeback doesn't drop either of the 2 stocks, and that is it. Team Knight of the Dark will take the dub in All-Stars, folks. Woo-wee!
Unbelievable stuff from Phantom, playing so hot and ledge trapping just like we've always seen him do here. Gets that jab into forward air to get DM off stage once again. Such a dangerous position. Still holding down this ledge, reads the roll, jab into back air. Very strong kill confirmed from Roy, and Phantom executes perfectly, as always, taking a comeback and giving a victory for his team captain, Team Knight. Unbelievable.
Wow. Wow. That was absolutely amazing. Really, really great stuff. And Phantom coming on so strong there at the end. The ultimate anchor working through 7 stocks on 3 different players. And it is the state champ. Won a state championship just a week ago. And now has come into this all-star game, shows up big for Team Knight of the Dark, and they are your all-stars of the all-stars, folks. What an amazing, amazing night, and what an amazing season. Quam, wow, it has been a pleasure. What are your final thoughts to cap this thing off?
unbelievable back and forth, really just to top off what we've seen this entire season, whether it be through some clean sweeps or through some of the tightest best of 5 sets, game 5s that we've seen, that I've seen at least in a very long time. Just shows you how much competition that we've seen the entire season and how much we're going to see going into this winter series and even in the future, the spring season. So I know I'm very, very excited to see how this all pans out. And this is going to bring a lot of excitement to the future.
Yep, you said it. You said it. And once again, hey, Quam, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. What an amazing season it has been. And this whole time you and I have been casting together today, all I can think about is the scene towards the end of Top Gun, where Maverick has to go back into the fight. There's this big thing going on, and they're at the party, and they send him back. And the main teacher from Top Gun says, when you get there, they'll give you your Rio. And he looks at Maverick and he says, but if they don't, give me a call. I'll fly with you anytime. And that's exactly how I feel, dude. I would absolutely cast Super Smash with you anytime. I've learned so much from you about the game, about strategies, about all of that. It's been a real pleasure. And it's now a game that I feel confident in, large part because of you and Arnie last season and everybody working with me and helping out. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. You are killing it. You are an absolute badass. And I cannot believe the strides that you have made. Keep it up. Keep it up because you're going to do great things, Quam, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I love casting with you too. And I'm so glad that I've been able to help you this season as well.
Way to go. Way to go, Quam. And everybody this season, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of it, folks. It has been All Stars for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We are going to a break. Quam is going to go enjoy the rest of his birthday. Have a great time. And again, happy birthday to you. Folks, on behalf of Quam and everybody here at MNVL, my name is Thunder McFadden, and we'll be back in a little bit with Call of Duty. Take care. Thank you.